Hey guys, it's Aiko. I'm an American English pronunciation coach and business coach based in Hawaii. On this channel, I am sharing my own journey as an English pronunciation coach for Japanese speakers, and I started my own coaching business in 2016 without knowing business. And then, of course, the income in 2016 from my coaching business was zero. And I learned so much from that experience, and I learned so much after that. And I was able to reach six figures in 2020. So it took me about 5 years, right? So I'm sharing my experience here so that you, as a coach, can reach six figures. And then I often talk about three topics here. One is about how to build a tiny list, but very strong list. You don't have to have a big following. You don't have to have a big list because, the number doesn't matter. The quality matters. So I'm talking about that. And then how to narrow down your niche. You are a specialist in your field, right? So you want to narrow down your niche. That's the second point. And the third point is to how to create high ticket offers that are like $6,000 or $10,000. If you narrow down your niche and when you become a specialist in your field, you can create high ticket offers and people still want to learn from you, or people want to learn from you. So it doesn't matter how much you will charge at that time. You just give them a transformation and the result, and then people will, come to you. And I love talking about those three things here. So today's topic is about high ticket offers. And my products are pretty expensive. I have one online course that is $2,500 at a regular price. And when new people go into my funnel, they can get a discounted price of $1,500, still $1,500 for a online course. And then I have a coaching package, like a basics one, 12 weeks, $6,000. And then I have like advanced courses, and then they are $10,000. So my courses are like really expensive. So this is not for everyone. And I often tell my audience, my coaching is not for everyone. So even then, not even then, what's the word? When people come to me, get into my funnel, and then when they want to take my coaching, some people cannot, it's not for everyone. So some people come to me and then say, hey, I want to take your course so badly, but I cannot afford it right now. So what do you say when a prospect says, hey, your coaching is too expensive? So, as you start creating high ticket offers, or you may have high ticket offers already, and you are experiencing this, like your prospects are saying, hey, your coaching is too expensive, and then they're not taking your coaching. What do you say? And how do you think at that time? So what do you say? Right? What do you say? So I want to share what I say to them. What I say is, this is actually what my coaches teach me too. So you've heard of it, you might have heard of it somewhere, but there is a million ways to make $1 million. And I also tell my prospects that if taking my coaching is very important to you, you will come up with the money no matter what, because you are fully committed. That's what I tell to my prospects. And guess what? some people actually go out and get like extra job or something and then get the money and then they come back later. At that time, I'm like, oh my gosh, this person is super committed and I support them 100% and they improve so much and they appreciate my coaching so much. So this is what I tell them. There is a million ways to make $1,000,000. And if taking my coaching is so important for you, for your life, for your future, for your career, you will come up with the money. That's what I tell them. And yes, it works for some people. And it doesn't for some people. And that's okay because I am filtering out those people who are not committed. If money is the issue and that's the excuse for them, they will repeat that, right? They will repeat that circumstance. So it is not my place for them to decide what they can do, they cannot, what they can do, what they cannot do. If they don't want to come up with the money to take my coaching, that, totally fine. That was not so important for them. And there are some people who will come up with the money no matter what, and then they come back and then take my coaching. I want to focus on those people who get the results, who get the transformation they want to take. So I often tell them that learning pronunciation is not just about pronunciation. See, like they came up with the money to take my coaching. That is a transformation right there, life's transformation for them. So I tell them. And then when they go through my program, I often challenge my clients very strongly. And then I tell them to watch how they live their lives. Because what I'm learning is the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. That's one of my coaches. Jim Fortin always says, the way we do something is the way we do everything. I was like, mind blowing. So I can see how my clients do their homework, and that's how they've lived their lives, right? So I challenge them. If I see that someone didn't practice, or if I see that someone is not improving, I challenge them to go to the next level. So I want to really push. I really want to push them because they have the potential, but they are resisting to grow. Then that's where I come in and push them. Go to the next level, right? Kind of stuff. I love doing that. So I tell them learning pronunciation is not just about learning pronunciation. It is about it is about realizing how they've lived their lives and how they can change that and how they create the life they want. So that's the way that I coach my clients, and they love the challenges because they chose me, right? There are so many pronunciation coaches out there, and they chose me for a reason. So I'm doing my part this way. So my challenge for them starts before they actually take my course. In order to take my course, they have to go through this financial situation first. And then actually a lot of my clients are company presidents, business owners, company vice presidents, and so on. So their companies actually pay for this, pronunciation program. Sometimes, they get some financial support, or they can afford it, no problem, stuff like that, right? So I have those, like a lot of my clients are like that, so they will have no problem with financial, but some people who say that they cannot afford, and I challenge them. Hey, there is a million ways to make $1,000,000 kind of stuff. I challenge them. And then, their life transformation starts before taking my course. So I love looking at their transformation this way. So that's how I tell my clients when someone comes to me. If someone comes to me and tell me my coaching is too expensive. And another I'm gonna share something that I don't want you to do, which is to tell them, hey, so then you can get the scholarship or you can get the discount, stuff like that, because you want them to take your coaching. And I don't want you to do that, because don't do it. You're not valuing your work. When you lower your value this way, even though they didn't ask you to do that, you just lowered your value because of the external circumstance, right? Because someone said something about your coaching fees. There are always people who will complain about how much you charge at any price. Even you only charge $1, some people will come to you and say, hey, it's too expensive. Because I've experienced it before. Even it's free, people complain. Or people who don't want to pay complain so much. I experienced this a lot, because first I was charging for this program, 12-week basics program is now $6,000, but I started with like $180. Can you imagine that? $180 to $6,000. So when I started with $180, people still complained, hey, it's too expensive. When I was charging $2,500, people complained, hey, it's too expensive. But some people said you should charge more. You always get two different opinions. Your coaching is too expensive, you should charge more. Too expensive, too cheap, you always get like mixed opinions, right? So you don't have to listen to every single person, because you are you. Other people say whatever they want to say, right? Like, for example, there is a 5-star restaurant, excellent food, excellent service. You know what? Some people will still complain about the food, about the service, or whatever. People who complain can always find something to complain about, right? So so you don't have to really listen to them, but focus on people who want to learn from you seriously. And if they can afford it, they will come up with the money, and then they will come back to you to take your coaching. Those people are the ones you want to really support and focus on their results. I want you to take care of those people instead of wasting your time to please other people who complain, because you always have complaints. Does that make you feel better? You will always have complaints no matter what you do. No matter what you do, some people will hate you anyways. So don't worry about too much. Don't worry too much about those people. Focus on the people you want to serve. Focus on those people who are fully committed to learning from you. Your time and energy are really limited. Focus on those people. That way, you are serving those people to have transformation. They will make a bigger impacts in the world. So please see it that way. Don't listen to people who always complain. They will complain anyway. They will find something to complain anyways. All right, so please let me know if you have any questions, and then please share in the comment section what you think about what you thought about this episode, and what are you gonna tell your prospects when they come back to you and say, hey, your coaching is too expensive. What are you gonna say then? Please let me know. All right, so I have a PDF guide I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning of the video. I already forgot. But anyway, I have a PDF guide for you to learn 3 topics that I often talk about. One, how to create a tiny list, but very strong list. And how to narrow down your niche so that you will become an expert in your field. And therefore, the third topic is about creating high ticket offers. Once you narrow down your niche, become a specialist, it's so easy to create high ticket offers, but it takes some, mindset to start charging higher. So I'm talking about that in the PDF. All right, so please let me know if you have any questions, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode.